I've been asked so many times, how do you add a timer into your Google Slides? So luckily, Clay Codes, he has a Chrome extension that'll do that for you. So that's your first step, is you have to install the Slides Timer Chrome extension by Clay Codes. This add-on is free and it is safe. I personally know Clay. He's a really great person. And so you're going to use that. Now, the way that Slides Timer works is that you have to enter text boxes onto your slide in a certain format. Well, that's cool, but then, of course, you have to remember the format. So I made an add-on to go with Clay's Chrome extension. And be clear, my add-on only works if you have Clay's Chrome extension. So what it's going to help you do is insert those boxes, the text boxes that you need to have a timer automatically. So let's take a look. So you can see here, I have a Google Slides, and I'm going to create something with my students, create a slides. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just insert a blank slide. Doesn't matter. You have all your slides. I'm just going to put a bunch of them. And what I'm going to do is somewhere in here, what I want to do is have a countdown that lets the students know when the time is up, that time is up. So I'm going to come up here to the extensions menu. And I'm going to go to Slides Timer Add-on. Now remember, I already have the Chrome extension installed, so that's important. And if I just choose Insert 5-Minute Countdown, it's going to drop in a new slide that says 5-minute countdown. And at the end of the 5 minutes, it's going to say Time's Up. All right, so I'm going to change this from 5 minutes. You can easily just edit this to, I'm going to say 0 minutes. And I'm going to do 3 seconds just so you can see how this works. So when I do slideshow, 3, 2, 1, time's up, right? So it went to the next slide. I know you can use that. It's super helpful. And you can just add that into any Google Slides that you already have. So that was a quick and dirty to get you started. Makes it really simple that anywhere in your presentation, you can just add, well, a 5-minute countdown, but you can, again, adjust it, just edit it really quickly and easily. So let's go ahead and go to the sidebar. So we're going to show sidebar. And you're going to have other options on here. So you can choose your default time. It doesn't really matter what default time you choose because you can easily edit the text box. This is literally just adding a text box to your Google Slides. You could do these all manually, but it does make it a little faster and easier to do it from the sidebar. And then you can see it has all of these different timer options that maybe you wouldn't remember, like, how do I insert that timer on the slide? You don't have to remember that because now the add-on's going to stick it in there for you. So I'm going to choose a countdown. It's going to go in the upper right. And you can just go ahead and edit that. So I'm going to make it, 20 seconds. And then slideshow, you can see this is now counting down up there. Okay. And so on this slide, I'm going to insert a large centered timer. And I'm going to choose next slide. So you'll notice that the countdown has a minus and a plus. So the minus here is that it's going to count down. And the plus is that it's going to advance to the next slide automatically when the timer runs out. And again, you can just edit this. So now it's only 10 seconds. And I'm going to add my own something on here just so you can see that the slide's different. And I'll change this to 3 so we don't have to do it for too long. Slideshow. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Advance to the next slide. So that was really helpful. Okay, now what about premium features? Those are free. So you want to scroll on down here and you see that we have upgraded customizable timer style. So I'm going to say that I want this to be 4 seconds. I want it to be size 60. I can choose the color. And if I want, I can have it italicized. And I just picked a short list of some favorite fonts that I use. So pick your font. And then where do you want it on the slide? In the center, in the upper right, the bottom left, whatever. Insert. And if you leave that sidebar open, you'll notice that you can just come down to another slide and insert the same timer with the same setting. So it just makes it a little faster and easier to add these timers to different slides. And then I have one more feature that allows you to set how many minutes is your overall presentation. So maybe your class, it's a 40-minute class, and what it's going to do is take the number of slides, divide it into the total number of minutes, and it will automatically calculate how many minutes per slide. So I have 2 minutes and 6 seconds per slide, and it's going to count down and automatically advance to the next slide to help keep my lesson on pace. So I hope that's really helpful for you. Enjoy Slides Timer add-on that accompanies Slides Timer Chrome extension.